Hello.
Yes,
Hi, Doi. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
So,
Can
I can't hear you clearly. Can you say it again?
I take some things?
Okay.
Yes, I'm done.
Mhm. Okay. So again, what do you call this? What did you do today?
Today I go to school and play with my friend.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, are you ready now to start our class?
Yes.
Okay. So, we are going to start a new lesson, which is, can you please read this? Oh, for a moment. Can you please read this?
Leaving and arriving.
Leaving and arriving. So, if you want to travel to school or to another place that's far away, what can you get in or get on to take you there?
I many time I go on a car.
Mm-hmm. A car. Uh huh. And can you please read this?
What do you think is the most exciting, most boring, most lowest, most lasted,
Fastest.
most safest, most dangerous? Why do you travel?
Mm-hmm. So, can you tell me? Which do you think is the most exciting way to travel?
I think in a rocket. I know. Yeah.
You think what?
In the rocket.
In the rocket? And which do you think is the most boring way to travel?
I think it's in the bike, motorbike.
Motorbike? Hold on. And which do you think is the slowest way to travel?
It's a bike.
You think it's bike. Okay. And which do you think is the fastest way to travel?
It's in the plane.
You think in a plane? And which do you think is the safest way to travel?
I think it's in the car.
In the car, alright? And which do you think is the most dangerous way to travel?
I don't know how to call this.
Can you try to say it?
Um, I think it's heat balloon.
Again?
I think it's a giant boat. Have heat to fly.
Uh huh. Okay. Alright. And now let's continue. Choose two words to complete each sentence. So, can you please write your answers? Please choose the words from the box to answer this. All right, Dui. So can you please? No, no. Hold on. Let's check your work. Platform. Oh, hold on. You don't have an answer here and here. Mm-hmm. Are you ready to check your work? Okay, let's see. Now, platform. Very good. Astronauts. Planets. Passenger. City. Ride. Wheels. Countries. Ticket. Airport. Journey. Love. And sky. Wow. You've got most of the correct answer. You only have one mistake. Good job. Okay, so now can you please read this? Can you please read this, Dewey?
A pilot sometimes uses a helicopter to fly to people who are danger or need someone to help them very quickly. You have to wait on the platform at railway station if you want to catch a train. Sometimes astronauts travel into space in rocket to find out more about science and other planets. A passenger has to pay a taxi driver quite a lot of money to take them from one part of the city to another. When you go for a ride on a bicycle, you use your feet to make its wheel turn round and round. Before you can travel on a bus or train, you have to wait on the platform for a while. Then you can get
Mm-hmm.
on the bus or train. It's a long journey by air. People who love adventure might go for rides in hot air balloon high up in the sky.
Uh-huh. Okay, very good. Hold on. Now let's continue. Now, listen to the sentences about picture 1. How is picture 2 different? Are you ready now?
Yes.
So listen carefully.
24D. Leaving and arriving. How did Uncle Bill get to each place?
You have to do lots of travelling in your job, don't you, Uncle Bill?
Yes, I do, Jane. I have to visit several places each week, actually. I had to go to the airport yesterday. An important person was coming to see me. I drove there in my car to give him a lift back into town, but there was lots of traffic, and I arrived 10 minutes late. He was quite angry.
Oh dear.
Can you see the letter G? Now you listen and write a letter in each box.
You go to such interesting places. You're so lucky.
I know. I had to go to the castle last week. I'm writing about it for a newspaper. I wanted to go by taxi, but it was quite expensive. So I caught a bus in the end. That was a bad...
Hello, I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Why do you out?
No, I did not. The internet was interrupted. So
Okay.
again,
I wanted to find out some information at the museum in the city centre. I went by train because that's quickest. The journey isn't very
I
long,
think you are
and it's fun to walk
wrong.
across the bridge.
again.
Wrong listen. I think it.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear it clearly. What did you mean?
I think you are have a wrong listened.
No, hold on for a moment. Again.
Leaving and arriving. How did Uncle Bill get to each place?
You have to do lots of travelling in your job, don't you, Uncle Bill?
Yes, I do, Jane. I have to visit several places each week, actually. I had to go to the airport yesterday. An important person was coming to see me. I drove there in my car to give him a lift back into town. But there was lots of traffic, and I arrived 10 minutes late. He was quite angry.
Oh dear.
Can you see the letter G? Now you listen and write a letter in each box.
You go to
Hold
such
on.
interesting places.
Okay, so let's just continue here. So instead of listening to the, can you just please read the audio script?
Listen to this. In my picture, the man on the motorbike has got a blue bag. In my picture, there are 4 taxis outside the airport. The plane is on the ground. The bus doors are open. There's helicopter in the air. In my picture, the motorbike has got blue bag. The man on the motorbike has got red bag. There are 4 taxis outside the airport. There are 2 taxis outside the airport. The plane on the ground. The plane's in the air. The bus doors are open. The bus doors are closed. There's a helicopter in the air. There is a helicopter in the air.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. Now let's continue. Find and talk about seven more differences. So again, can you please circle the differences? Okay, can you please say it?
In picture number one, there's many clouds. In picture number two, there no. In picture number one, the text airport is red, and in picture number two, there are green. In picture number one, there is a helicopter. Is number two, there is a plane. In picture number one, they have four taxi, and in picture number two, in picture number one, the main backpack is blue, and in picture number two, the is red. In picture number one, the bus door is open, and in picture number two, they are closed. In picture number one, a man and the woman go west, and in picture number two, two women go west. In picture number one, the bike is the boy is don't ride the bike. In picture number two, the boy ride the bike. In picture number two, in picture number one, there's no sun, and in picture number two, there has a sun.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Now, okay, good job. Now let's continue. Draw lines between words that mean the same. For example, number one, it's in letter F.
Are you there?
Yes. Okay, now can you please read it?
Traveling to London takes 3 hours. It's a journey. Mom drove me to the city center. It gave me a lift. Grandma took me the wrong bus. It's got to. I rode my bike to school last week. It's cycled. We crossed the desert on foot. It's a walk across. We arrived at the airport at 6:30. It's cold, and my parents flew to the holiday island. It's a trip.
Let's see. Number 2, letter A. Number 3, oh, number 3 is letter B. Number 4 is letter G. Very good. Number 5 is letter C. Number 6 is letter H. And number 7 is letter D. So you've got 2 correct answer. Good job. Okay, so we have here, how did Uncle Oliver get to each place? Listen and write a letter from letters A to H in each box. Did you understand? Did you understand?
Okay.
2040. Leaving and arriving. How did Uncle Bill get to each place?
You have to do lots of travelling in your job, don't you, Uncle Bill?
Yes, I do, Jane. I have to visit several places each week, actually. I had to go to the airport yesterday. An important person was coming to see me. I drove there in my car to give him a lift back into town. But there was lots of traffic, and I arrived 10 minutes late. He was quite angry.
Oh dear.
Can you see the letter G? Now you listen and write a letter in each box.
You go to such interesting places. You're so lucky.
I know. I had to go and look at a castle last week. I'm writing about it for a newspaper. I wanted to go by taxi, but it was quite expensive. So I caught a bus in the end. That was a bad idea. It took such a long time to get there.
And where did you go yesterday?
I wanted to find out some information at the museum in the city centre. I went by train because that's quickest. The journey isn't very long and it's fun to walk across the bridge by the station. I'll take you there one day.
Thanks.
And later I had to go to the police station
Why?
because I lost my money when I rode my bike to the shopping centre last weekend. I dropped it in the middle of the town, I think. It was too far to walk, so I went by taxi. The policeman there asked me several questions. Perhaps they'll find my money. I don't know.
Where did you go on Tuesday?
Into the forest. Someone saw a bear there, so I wanted to write a story about that for the newspaper too. It was very exciting because I flew there in a helicopter. You're very high in the air. I could see all the lorries on the road below me.
Did you stay there all day?
No, I came home and then went out to dinner. There's such a nice restaurant in Bridge Street. You can go there by boat because it's next to the river. It's such a lovely trip. I always enjoy it.
Okay, did you get the answer?
Yeah.
Now let's see. Letter D, A, C, and B. Wow, very good. You got the correct answer. Good job. Now let's continue.
Ikaw na rin.
Answer Peter's questions about Uncle Oliver. What does Sophia say? Write one, two, three, or four words. So we have five numbers here. Oh, but since it's already our time, today we are just going to continue this on our next class, okay?
Yeah.
So thank you so much for tonight and see you again. Bye.
Bye.